Hello, this is a short video presentation on the rules of exponents. For most of you, this should be a review, or at least largely a review. Our first rule has to do with multiplying like bases. Multiplying like bases. I guess before we start this, we should look at exponents in general. X to the b, that little number is the exponent, and this is the base. All right, when we multiply like bases, x to the a times x to the b, we have two bases that are the same. We add the exponents, x to the a plus b. For instance, if we multiplied x to the second times x to the third, we would end up with x to the 2 plus 3, which is 5, x to the fifth. But my question is why? So let's look at x squared times x to the third. X squared means we multiply x times itself twice. Times x to the third means we multiply x times itself 3 times. Now I look at this, I have 2 x's, I have 3 x's, altogether there's 5 of them, so it's x to the fifth. Makes a little bit of sense. All right, rule number 1, multiplying like bases, we add the exponents. All right, rule number 2, let's number these. Number 1, and now rule number 2. This is very similar. When we divide like bases, x to the a divided by x to the b equals x to the a minus b. So for instance, x to the 7th divided by x to the 4th is equal to x to the 7 minus 4, or x to the 3rd. But again, my question is why? X to the 7th divided by x to the 4th, x to the 7th means we have 7 x's, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, multiplied together, over 4 x's, 1, 2, 3, 4, multiplied together. Since these are all factors, those x's cancel, those x's cancel, those cancel, and those cancel. 7 minus 4 is 3. We have 3 left over. It equals x to the third. All right? Divide like bases. We subtract the exponents. All right. Rule number 3. Is a power to a power. When we say a power, we're talking about an exponent. So, if I have x to the a in parentheses raised to the b, that's x to the ab. And I could even carry this out a little bit farther and say, if I had x to the a, y to the c, raised to the b power, it would be x to the ab, y to the cb, and we're multiplying. All right? So, when we multiply or when we raise a power to a power, we multiply the exponents. When we multiply like bases, we add the exponents. All right, just like we did before, let's kind of get an idea of why. If I have x to the second raised to the third power, the rule says that's x to the sixth. What is x to the second raised to the third power? Well, it's x to the second times x to the second times x to the second, 3 times, or x times x, x times x, times x times x. All right? I have x squared, another x squared, another x squared, 3 groups of 2, 3 times 2 is 6. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. All right, the next 3 are pretty simple. Did I highlight that one? Yeah. All right, next one is a power to 0. Okay, not a power, raising a base raised to 0. All right, if I have some number, x, raised to the 0 power, it's equal to 1. If I have x squared y cubed times 2, all raised to the 0 power, it would equal 1. Now, why is that? Anything raised to a 0 is 1. Well, if I had x to the third over x to the third, our second rule about division would say you would take the exponents and subtract them. So this is equal to x to the 0 power. But since this number, x to the third, and this number is the same, we divide the two numbers that are the same, we're always going to get 1. So anytime we raise a number to the 0 power, we're going to get 1. All right, the next 2 are really kind of simple. I'm not even going to give examples for them. If I have 2 different bases, x to the b times y to the b, that's equal to x times y raised to the b power. All right? If you look up here, rule number 3, if we had 2 numbers raised to a base, raised to an exponent, we just multiplied the exponents. All right? So this rule here is pretty much just in reverse. All right? This would be x to the b times y to the b. It's just in reverse. Likewise, if I had x to the b over y to the b, that would equal x over y to the b power. I'll give one quick example here. If I had 2 to the 6th power over, let's not do that. If I had 6 to the 6th power divided by 2 to the divided by 3 to the 6th power. All right, that would equal 6 over 3 raised to the 6th power. All right, and what is 6 divided by 3? That's 2. And 2 to the 6th power, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, 32, and 64 equals 64. So instead of taking 6 to the 6th power and getting a huge number, because the exponents are the same, we could do this. All right, this is a lot of information scrunched into almost 11 minutes, but it will be very, very helpful with the stuff we're going to be doing down the road. All right, have a great day.